Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and all the ships at sea. Welcome to tonight's Walpole Media Corporation, Friday, September 5th, 2025, season opening broadcast of Walpole High School varsity football action. My name is Rick Brown, your voice of Walpole High Sports. I'll be calling all the action from Arnold Mactaz Field on the King Philip Regional High campus in Rentham as your Walpole High Timberwolves take on the Warriors of King Philip in a non-league interdivision game. Joining me in the booth for tonight's game is my co-host, Walpole High senior Brady Goldman. Brady is back for his second year behind the mic in football, so you should remember him from a year ago. Also, Brady did a superb job last winter broadcasting WHS basketball games. Brady, with a declining enrollment of 908 students, according to the Mass Interscholastic Athletic Association, MIAA, Walpole was dropped down to Division IV this year. As a result, only one of the Timberwolves' 8 scheduled games so far will be against teams either in their own division or a lower one. Next week's opponent, Foxborough, is in Division V. Other than that, tonight's opponent, King Philip, which was also dropped down a division to D3, the same as Milton. Wellesley is in Division II, while Natick, Needham, Braintree, and Weymouth are all in D1. It should be quite interesting to see what the MIAA's opponent ratings will be for the Orange and Blue as the season progresses. But to get back to tonight's game, we all know what a powerhouse the Warriors are. King Philip, which plays in the Kelly Rex division of the Hockomock League, is one of the true stud teams in Massachusetts, with 7 trips to the Super Bowl in the last 9 years under Coach Brian Lee, the son of legendary Walpole High coach General John Lee. Before Brian Lee took over the squad 21 years ago, the Green and Gold had never appeared in the Super Bowl, which they have now won 3 times. Walpole has appeared in 11 Super Bowls with 7 titles. Coach Chris Sullivan is in his 8th year as head coach for the Orange and Blue, 20th year overall. Walpole is 46 and 29 under the Timberwolf mentor. Despite winning 3 of their final 4 games in 2024 to finish at 6-6, Walpole will have some retooling to do this fall. Coach Sullivan's crew scored 309 points last year, just 13 more than they allowed. On the plus side, senior running back Dylan Needham, who scored a dozen touchdowns last year for 72 points, is returning, along with place kicker extraordinaire Matteo Filippi, only a junior, who booted a field goal, and 36 of 41 point-after attempts for 39 points. We'll have the playing of the national anthem. With the playing of the national anthem, we're ready to begin here. Walpole is a very young team this year. Starting quarterback Blake Pileski is only a sophomore, and there are an unheard of 8 freshmen on this varsity squad this year. I've never seen more than 2, I think, Brady. So this could be an interesting season as far as youth movement goes.
Walpole really retooling, lost a lot of really valuable seniors the last 2 years. It's going to be really interesting. Blake Pulaski is only a sophomore, so he's going to have to go into a really tough environment in his first game as a starter against King Philip. These two teams are pretty similar if you think about it, as they're both coming off of devastating playoff losses and dropping down a division.
Right.
So I'm excited to get this started with you, Rick.
Yep.
And here we go.
Get going. King Philip will be kicking off, going left to right on your TV screen. Back deep for Walpole are Cole Brennan and Jack English. It's a short kick taken up to the 25-yard line, maybe the 26, and Walpole will take over there on their own 26-yard line.
Walpole with a brand new offense. I'm expecting them to do a lot of screens today because KP's defensive line is so aggressive, and probably rely on Dylan Needham a lot because other than him and Blake Pulaski and a little bit of Jack English, a lot of these players are pretty inexperienced on this Walpole offense.
Right. Well, even Pulaski last year, he only threw one pass all year. He may have only been in for maybe 10 plays all year, so really he's brand new behind under center.
And that one pass was against King Philip last year, if you remember in the opener.
The handoff up the middle. 20. Dylan Needham with the carry.
Number 20, Dylan Needham on the carry for Walpole.
Yeah, that's what Walpole's going to rely on a lot this game. Dylan Needham runs to the left and the right, just trying to find that open hole. I don't expect Walpole to really open up the passing game anytime soon.
Pickup of about 7 for Needham. And we've got a legal procedure call on Walpole. That'll move the ball back 5 yards.
Penalty on the play, Walpole.
It'll be a second down from the 29, second and about 9 for Walpole.
We're also seeing something we haven't seen in a while, the quarterback under center. Remember, Noah McKenzie did a lot of shotgun and pistol formations. So, again, this is a brand new scheme.
Yeah, that's it. Noah was the starter for 2 years plus. So, yeah, you're right. Being under center is something new for Walpole quarterbacks. Pulaski rolling, looking, firing, incomplete. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 9.
Pass by number 12, Blake Pulaski.
Yeah, a little bit of miscommunication right there. Pulaski couldn't find his man. I believe that was, he's looking for Dylan Katz. And this is a big 3rd and 9 to start off the game.
Split wide left is Griffin McCarthy. Pitch left to Needham, trying to cut upfield, goes out of bounds. He gets to about the 35, maybe the 36.
Yeah, so that 3rd and 9 pitch to Needham, pretty evident for Walpole's strategy this game. Even on 3rd and longs, they're willing to run the football, just not able to pick it up right there. And now that's going to result in a punt.
Yep. There's the punt.
Ooh, oh, he muffed
Fumble.
it. Got it.
And Walpole recovers.
And that was Cole Pulaski, Blake Pulaski's brother. And this whole Walpole team is fired up, Rick. That is something they desperately needed.
Right. So Walpole will take over on the 41-yard line of KP.
Just a little bit of jitters right there. You know, it's the first game of the season.
Well, I think just as he got the ball, his own player and a Walpole defender crashed into him, jarring the ball loose.
Yeah, I almost thought that might have been there was going to be a flag on that play. Defender got a little bit close to him.
Yeah,
but
although they may have said that it was his own man that knocked him over, not Walpole.
Walpole gets a break.
Okay, now Pulaski back in shotgun.
Trying to get to Needham.
Looking for Drew Cantrell there, was over his head. Being 2nd and 10 for Walpole.
Second down, Walpole.
Walpole kind of starting off pretty conservative with the football. They're not trying to throw the ball deep downfield, just trying to do small little check downs. So far, not having a completion just yet.
Right. Hand off to Dylan Needham. Picks up about 2 yards.
I think it was actually Drew Cantrell in that play, so
Drew
Dylan
Cantrell?
Needham isn't in the game right now.
Cantrell on the carry for Walpole. Tackled by number 75, Luca Angelucci.
Pickup of about
Third down, Walpole.
the 38. Pickup of 3 by Cantrell. 3rd and 7.
Wouldn't be surprised if Walpole runs some sort of a draw play right here, just not too confident with its receivers just yet. We'll end around. That did not work.
And a loss. So that was
Cole Brennan, I
Cole
believe, on the carry.
Brennan.
Carry for Walpole, tackled by number 28, Talon King. Brings up fourth down, Walpole.
Yeah, Brennan just couldn't find really anything there. KP played that pretty well, really crashing the running back right there.
a
Looks like
loss of
Sleepy's back
3.
deep.
It'll bring 4th and 10. So once again, Matteo Filippi back to punt.
Can try to pin this down. Oh, that's a great
It
punt.
was out of bounds. Nice. At
Looked
about
like-
the 8-yard line. About the 8-yard line, it looks like. And that's where KP will take over on their 8.
Take over on the 8-yard line.
I guess King Philip lost a lot of linemen, but they've got some big running backs back this year. Let's see. Talon King and Kajan Kanto both combined for 1,700 yards rushing last year.
Well,
so
watch out for them.
Right.
King Philip always has new players coming in.
There's a handoff up the middle. Still pushing. Gets up to about the to the
Number 4,
14.
Rosario on the carry for King Philip. Tackled by number 20, Dylan Needham. Second down, King Philip.
Yeah, it looks like King Philip going pretty aggressive right now,
Right.
getting extra linemen in. They're just going to try to run it right up the gut,
Yeah.
kind of old-fashioned.
Yeah, that's what they've done the last 2 years against Walpole. Just
Yeah,
run, run, run.
there's only one receiver set.
Up to the 19.
Number 4, Keegan Canto Rosario on the carry for King Philip.
Looks like they'll give it to him.
21, Drew Cantrell. That's good for the Warriors!
So 1st and 10 from, actually they're going to mark that right on the 20-yard line.
Play action.
Looking, firing, incomplete. Nice defensive play there by
Dylan Needham.
Dylan Needham out there. Dylan doing it all out there.
Yeah, he's had more defensive plays than offensive plays so far, but that was a really good deflection right
Yeah.
there.
Yeah,
Number 10, Zachary
they were
Gephardt.
looking for Liam McGrath on that.
Brody McDonald. Broken up by number 20, Dylan Needham.
Yeah, Walpole has a lot of big defenders on their defensive line. They have Patrick Horgan, Jack English, and Matty Myers, just to name a few of the
Right.
new defenders. So they're being heavy right here.
Pitch left. Gets up to about the 25.
Be interesting to
they're
see what they
gonna-
do on this 3rd down and 5.
Third
What if
and-
they'll just run it again? It's been working, but
Right.
we'll see.
Number 50, Angus Bailey.
Angus Bailey, another one of them on the defensive line. He's a captain. And this, I believe, is his first year starting on the defensive line. It's another one of those big linemen that can really stuff a run.
Right.
Big 3rd down here for the Walpole defense. Got to get him off the field.
And off up the middle, and
Nope.
he's going to be stopped. Coming
Beautiful.
in was 23 Falcone, Charlie Falcone, I think was the one. Yeah, Charlie Falcone that was made that stop coming in from the secondary. So it'll bring up a.
Now they're going to say Drew Cantrell had that tackle.
He
But
might
definitely
hit the
Falzone was
tackle,
in the
but
mix.
Falzone
Yeah.
came in to stop him and stand him up.
See what KP does here. Oh, there's a flag. See what they call.
Oh, face
Face-
mask
oh,
on
you can't have
Walpole.
that.
What a shame.
It's going to move the chains.
Penalty, Walpole.
It's already
Uh,
2 penalties for the
big one.
Timberwolves.
Yeah. Instead of having a 4th down, now they got a 1st down out at the 43. Pickup of 18 on that play. Killer for Walpole. Looked
Yep.
like they had stopped him, forced a 4th down.
On the 43-yard line.
And those are kinds of things that can really change the momentum of a game. Walpole had a chance there, couldn't execute.
Up to midfield. 28, that's Talon King.
Number 20, Dylan Needham.
Goes up to the 48. 2nd down and about 5 for the Warriors.
Yeah, he's got it.
Again. Keegan,
Keegan Canto-Osario on the carry.
he gets another 1st down to the Walpole 44.
Tackled by number 20, Dylan Needham.
And another 1st down for the green and gold.
In the first quarter.
Yeah, I got to wonder if that penalty is still in the minds of a lot of the Walpole defenders right now.
Yeah.
They thought they had a chance to get off the field. Now looks like King Philip is putting together a pretty solid drive right here. Another one.
Another 1st down to the 29 maybe.
Number 21, Drew
No,
Cantrell.
34, 35.
That's good for a Warrior.
KP's going, hurry up.
Right in again. Down to about the 30. 30. Pick up a 5 on that. That was a quick hit and play right there. They didn't take any time in the huddle.
Yeah, they tried to
They
catch
just-
Walpole off guard, maybe with a extra man on the field.
Yep.
Wonder if they'll try to keep going no huddle here just to not give these Walpole defenders a good break.
Yeah.
We got here.
And a timeout called by Walpole. As King Philip moved 3 players around over from the right side of the field to the left side, and that threw Walpole's defensive scheme all off. So
Yeah, Coach Sullivan definitely saw something he didn't like.
we've got 4 minutes and 1 second left to go in the first quarter. We're still scoreless here at Arnold Mactaz Field. This is the third time these two teams have met in the regular season, and both times the green and gold has come away victorious. Here we go, 2nd and about 5. Handoff off the left side down to about the 25.
Number 28, Talon King on the carry for King Philip.
20, looks like a 26. 3rd and a yard.
Brings up 3rd down, King Philip.
And KP just keeps running the ball down Walpole's throat. They're really making the Timberwolves play their game instead of getting off the field.
Right.
Wonder if we'll see a sneak right here.
Greenwood. Number 28, yep.
Looks like they gave it to the fullback that play.
Yeah,
Just enough, looks like. No, it looks like they didn't give it to him. 4th down, Walpole made the stop right there.
they did. Nope, they
Nope.
didn't. To the
Looked
24.
like for a second.
Tackle by number 28, Dylan.
It's another
That's good for
1st down for King Philip. The Warriors come up to the line. Gebhardt going to pass, looking,
Oh,
knocked
great
down
play.
nicely by
Jack English right
Jack
there.
English, one of Walpole's 4 captains, along with Dylan Needham, let's see, Cole Pileski, and Angus Bailey.
Yeah, that was a great play by Jack English. Got to the quarterback, didn't get the sack, but got it knocked down. Just the 2nd pass that KP has attempted. Both incompletions. See if Walpole can hold their own right here.
2nd and 10 for KP. Going to the left, a handoff. Breaks 1 tackle, gets down to about the 20.
Looks like, I believe Dylan Needham lost his helmet. He's coming out of the game for 1 play.
On the 22. 3rd and about 8 for King Philip.
Yeah, Walpole's got to really stop them right here. If they can limit KP to a field goal on this drive that started at the 8-yard line, that'd be a huge
Right.
win for the
It
Timberwolves.
would, yep.
I mean, KP has had the ball for most of this first quarter. We're under 2 minutes left, and Walpole, if it wasn't for that muff punt, I mean, they would have really only ran it for 3 plays.
Right.
Got to stop him there.
Down to the 15, it looks like.
Number 4, Keegan Canto-Osorio on the carry for King Philip. Tackle by number 3, Joe Carter.
Goes down to the 15-yard line.
Looks like he's just a bit short,
Yeah.
but it looks like
4th
they
and a
will
yard.
go for it, yeah.
Yeah.
Walpole's got to send the heat right here. Can't allow this 1 yard. Wouldn't be surprised to see KP hand it off to the fullback again
Yeah, I think you're right.
or run a sneak, as this offensive line is just huge for them. Did give it to him. Wait a minute. Looks like they're going to give it to him.
35, Ryan Greenwood on the carry for King Philip.
And he barely got that yard, it looks like.
I don't know. They haven't
Huh?
said anything yet. They're going to measure.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looked like initially that KP might have been a bit short.
Yeah.
Walpole was really pushing them back, and we'll see. They had to get to the 14, and they're going to spot the ball. Let's see. No, he's short. Walpole stuffed them.
Walpole stops them and takes over.
That is a
Good
huge play.
defense, yeah.
That is momentum shifting for the Timberwolves. I mean, for KP to come up empty after that very long drive,
Right.
Walpole's really got to take advantage of this. They weren't able to take advantage of the muff punt. They just got to get some yards, Rick. They need
Yeah.
a first down. They haven't gotten
Right.
a first down. They've run 6 plays,
Right.
and there's only 52 seconds left in the first quarter. I mean, KP really used most of the quarter on that one drive. See if Walpole can get some semblance of offense going. It seems like in recent years the Timberwolves just have had a bit of a trouble getting their offense going in the opening weeks of the season.
Right.
Which makes sense in high school.
Well,
with
especially
the
when
new
you play
starters.
KP right
Yeah.
off the bat. That is
Looks like Dylan
Dylan
Needham.
Needham. Gets
Maybe got a yard.
Gain of a yard to about the 16.
20, Dylan Needham on the carry to Walpole. Tackled by number 66, Liam King. Second down, Walpole.
So KP just not letting Walpole run the ball, not letting Dylan Needham really get any space.
Right, right.
So at this point, Walpole might have to try to start opening up the passing game. They've only ran a couple passes in this game.
Here's Needham. Gets some. No, still was able to step out of one tackle there. Gets across to maybe the 17, maybe the 18. Let's see. And we get another flag.
20, Dylan Needham on the carry to Walpole.
Oh no, the end of the period.
Brings up third down.
So pickup of 3, and that ends the first quarter. Pileski back to pass, looking, firing
Yeah.
over the head of Cole Pileski. Are they brothers or cousins?
They are brothers.
Brothers, okay.
Yeah, a little bit of a high throw there. Couldn't really connect with Cole Pileski. It's going to be another 3 and out, third straight 3 and out for the Timberwolves. They haven't even picked up a first down yet.
Right.
Incomplete, intended for Cole Brennan. Broken up by number 2, Jerry Springer. Brings up fourth down, Walpole.
And that's a pass that I believe as we go into the middle of the season, both of them will be able to connect on.
Yeah. To the 45 of Walpole, the return. So KP will take over on the Walpole 45. Right on the 45.
Kingfield starts their drive on the 45-yard line.
They're cutting to the right, picking up some yards. Number 4.
Number 4, Keegan Canto-Osario on the carry. Tackled by number 3, Joe Carter. That's good for our Warriors!
That'll be first down at the 33 of Walpole. A pickup of 12 of that.
Yeah, first big real chunk play for either team tonight. Able to get on that right sideline, get a few extra yards after the initial collision there. Looks like we got a whistle right here. Patrick Horgan checking out. And Dylan Katz checking in for the Timberwolves. Walpole cannot let KP take control of this game.
Handoff. Breaks one tackle on the way. Gets down, another first down to about the 17.
Canto-Osario on the carry. Tackled by number 14, Griffin McCarthy. That's good for our Warriors!
Yeah, Rosario there, that was a really great play. He initially was in a tackle, but then got out of it and was able to get the first down with that. KP marching right now. They're in the red zone.
Yeah, yep. That'll be a 1st and 10 from about the 17, 18-yard line.
Tackle right there.
He goes off the left side, gets down close to the 10, to the 15, I'm sorry. Pickup of about 3.
And number 20, Dylan Needham. Second down, King Philip.
Gotta tell you, Rick, Dylan Needham has been all over the place on defense tonight. We haven't really called his name on offense, but he's really been there to make the plays for Walpole.
Right, yep.
He is a pretty good example of a two-way player. He can play both sides of the ball pretty effectively as a pretty good defensive back and a really good running back.
Right.
Got to wrap him up.
Still going, keeping those feet moving down close
Walpole
to the
says
10.
they got the fumble.
Fumble?
Yeah.
Walpole does.
Coughed the ball up right there.
Yeah.
Another huge break for the Timberwolves on
Wow.
defense. The second straight drive that Walpole stopped Needham, or King
KP.
Phillip.
Yeah, on
Pardon.
turnovers. Walpole will take over on the 10, their own 10-yard line.
Drive will start on the 10-yard line.
Yeah, that's just a huge mistake from KP, who was really rolling on that drive. Walpole wasn't really showing a lot of defensive toughness, but able to get the ball right there and have another opportunity. Still 0-0.
Right.
And plenty of time to get the offense going. There you go. That's a huge run.
And that was to,
I believe it was Drew Cantrell, and looks like he might be hurt. Yeah, he's definitely limping. Oh, this is not a good scene, Rick.
Number 21, Drew Cantrell on the carry for Walpole. Tackle by number 1, Liam McGrath.
first down for Walpole on about the 28-yard line, 29, 28.
It's like Dylan Needham back in the backfield replacing Drew Cantrell. And play action.
Gillespie looking, throwing, incomplete. He's looking for English. Couldn't quite connect with them.
And that's just another high throw from Blake Pileski. He hasn't been able to complete a pass all night. He's just been pretty shaky so far. Really does not look comfortable right now in that pocket.
Right.
Pretty routine play action boot right there. And couldn't hook up with Jack English, a pretty tall player. And even then he overthrew him.
Yeah, yep.
It's got to take it one play at a time at this point. Now with one of your biggest weapons out, you got to open up some of the passing game.
Pileski back to pass again, looking, leaps, incomplete. He was looking for
Cole
Brennan.
Number 12, Blake Pileski.
Yeah, he just doesn't look that comfortable right now in the pocket. Another kind of awkward jump pass.
Right.
And could have been a pretty good developing play. Cole Brennan was wide open, but they couldn't execute. Pileski's got to settle down.
Yeah, Aiden Hoyle coming in for Walpole, replacing Shane Harrington.
So after two straight incompletions, see if Walpole can try to establish something right here.
3rd down and 10 for the Timberwolves.
He's going deep. He's got him.
Oh.
Oh.
He was wide open, but he threw to the wrong side. It'll bring up another 3 and out for Walpole. Another 3 and out, but they did get a first down finally.
Yeah. Rick, Cole Brennan was wide open on that play, and he was gone.
Yep.
And Pileski just missed him. Now, it's these mistakes that you just got to clean up. It's your first game as a starter. You're pretty uncomfortable out there naturally, playing one of the best teams in now Division III in KP.
Right.
But, you just got to get comfortable out there, settle down. start with some short completions.
Filippi's kick. Fair catch called at the 34 line of KP. And that's where the Warriors will take over on their 34 line with 9:19 to go in the first half of a scoreless game between the Hockomock League's King Philip Regional and the Bay State Conference's Walpole Timberwolves.
Well, the story of this game so far for both teams is just missed opportunities. KP had the fumble, and of course they got stuffed on 4th down. Walpole just had a pretty big opportunity. They couldn't connect with Cole Brennan. Even before, after that muff punt by KP, Walpole just went 3 and out after that. Both teams kind of a little, uncomfortable. It's the first game of the season, so we'll see how the rest of the play develops as time goes on.
Bouncing outside, gets first down. Yeah, it looks like a first down. To about the 44 line. 44. Just short of a. No, they are giving it to him. Wait, yep, first down.
That's good for Warriors.
Yeah, good play by the running back right there, just able to get to that right side, weave in between defenders and pick up a first down. And then KP just going with their bread and butter, just running it up the gut, to the right, to the left. They'll run everywhere as long as it's on the ground. Again, only, I believe, 2 or 3 passes attempted all night by King Philip.
Big hole into Walpole territory to about the 47 of the Timberwolves, 48. Pickup of about 8 on the play, 2nd and 2.
They're going hurry up.
KP, yep. Bouncing outside, and he's going to be stopped.
Good play there.
The defense, smothers him before he can get there. He might have got back to the line of scrimmage. They're going to mark it on the
Looks like you lost a yard.
49 yard, loss of a yard, right. 3rd and about 4 for the Warriors.
Yeah, Walpole's probably going to get an extra man on that defensive line right here. Just going to try to stop him. They know what KP's going to do. They're most likely going to run it.
Right.
Question is where. And they got them the jump.
That'll give KP the first down.
Yeah, 3rd penalty of the game for Walpole, 0 for KP.
Yeah. So 1st and 10 for KP.
7:45 remaining in the first half.
KP going with a little bit of an I formation right here. Heavy set.
Hand off to the fullback.
He's got it.
Yeah. Gets down to about the 21 yard line. Pickup of about 23 on that.
Yeah, first really big play for KP tonight.
Right.
Griffin McCarthy really the only one there to save the touchdown, or else Rosario was gone. See if Walpole can maybe force a turnover right here. They did it last drive.
Right.
On this end of the field.
Gebhardt looking, wide open, down to the 4 yard line.
Yes.
First and goal for the Warriors.
5, Brody McDonald.
Yeah, first completion of the game right there for King Philip.
That's good for
In fact, I believe first completion for any team in this game. Comes with 6:38 left in the second quarter. You don't really see that in modern football nowadays, but you see it a lot in high school football, especially with
Right.
a lot of these teams who just stick to the run, smash mouth football, old school style.
Yep.
KP gonna try to punch it in right here. Wide open.
Wide open.
That cut-hut pass is complete to number 33, Kyle Jansen. That's a Warrior touchdown!
Yeah, that was just a pretty good drive there from King Philip. They were pretty balanced. They got Walpole to jump on the offsides in the 3rd and 3 earlier in the drive, and they just got the bigger plays that were able to punch it in for King Philip. And we have our first score of the season for either of these teams.
That's a 4-yard pass from Gebhardt. Kick is up and good by Keegan Canto.
16, Crowley? Yes. Number 16, Nathan Crowley's kick is good.
Yeah, Walpole's got to respond after that drive. Just let up a lot of big plays. I mean, right now you just got to get, Blake Pileski going. He hasn't had a completion all night yet, and possibly get the running game going. Even, just have Dylan Needham just run the ball to the right, to the left. Just need some semblance of momentum right here. Only 1 first down the whole game for the Timberwolves.
5:46 the time left to go. 6:14 left to go. 5:46 the time of the touchdown.
And the only player that's really contributed to any offense tonight, Drew Cantrell, is not in the game anymore. So Walpole's
Right.
got to find somebody else to really step up here. A lot of the
Yeah.
players just, not
Cantrell
really
on the bench
contributing
with
much
his
yet.
ankle all wrapped in ice down there. That's not a good sign.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh boy. 16 tackled by 11.
that was Caden Prado right there who muffed it.
Yeah.
Number 16, Hayden Prado.
And Walpole will take it on their
11, Patrick
10-yard line once again on the 10.
Walpole takes over on the
Yeah, that's not what you
11-yard
needed after that. Walpole going to start deep in their own end again.
Yep. Marking it just over the 10, so at the 11 with 6:08 to go in this second quarter.
There he goes.
Needham gets up to about the 17, it looks like, maybe. 17.
Yeah, it's a pretty promising run by the Timberwolves right there. Good gain of 7, able to get a little bit of separation there. Brings up a 2nd down and short for the Timberwolves. I would hand it off again. Try to pick it up on the ground.
Yeah.
Walpole's just got to start playing their game. King Philip really just harassing them on really the defensive line and in the secondary.
Right.
All they need is a few first downs, and they should be able to settle in here. Screen.
It's complete.
Pass to 20 and
Dylan Needham with the reception. Pileski gets his first completion of the game.
Got the first down.
Pileski's pass is complete to number 20, Dylan Needham. That's good for a Walpole first down.
Pick up down to the 20, 23.
5 minutes remain in the half.
Yeah, as we said earlier, Walpole probably going to try to run a lot of screens against this pretty aggressive King Philip defensive line. Not surprised if they go to it a couple more times in this game.
Hand off there.
3. Tackled by 33.
It's like Joe Carter.
Joe Carter.
So his first touch of the season.
Pickup of about 2.
Joe Carter on the carry for Walpole, tackled by number 33, Kyle Jansen.
Blend around. Nope.
That's no good. Brennan on the loss.
Yeah, Walpole trying to catch KP napping right there with the little tricky end around. Cole Brennan just can't really find any sort of opening. Going to set up a 3rd down and long for the Timberwolves. And looks like they're going to be forced to pass right here. Would watch out for Cole Pileski. He's been pretty quiet tonight. Hasn't really gotten that involved.
Right.
None of this receiving core really has had much involvement tonight. See what Blake Pileski does right here.
Got him, Keegan.
Ah,
Pull down from behind to the 25.
On the sack.
A loss of a yard. That'll bring up a 4th and punting situation. It's 3:18 to go in the first half of this season opener. Walpole will be kicking from their own 25-yard line.
yeah, Rosario right there really showing his versatility and two-way ability, getting that sack right there. We've seen him really
Right.
all over the place, running the football. It's these two-way players that are pretty impactful for your football team.
Yeah.
Felipe's got to really not allow a big return right here from KP.
Right.
Last thing you want is, a huge, return possibly to the end zone.
Right.
Especially would hurt. Walpole at this point has to just keep KP scoreless the rest of the half. They do not get the second half kickoff,
Right.
and KP is really just running it down their throat.
He gets up to the 48-yard line of King Philip.
Yeah, another short field for KP. They've really been, starting around their own 40. This time they're going to start, it looks like the 48, 49.
Yeah.
So, it's pretty different where Walpole has kind of started in their own
The
end
10-yard line,
twice.
right, yeah.
10 remaining in the half.
and only have 1 first down in this game. Actually, 2.
Yeah.
Got to stuff him right here.
He goes to the Walpole 47. Pickup of 5 on the play.
Before keeping Santo Rosario on the
2nd and 5. King Philip.
Dylan Katz. Second down.
That's a big goal.
Big one.
Flag down.
Flag coming. It might be a hold. We're at the flag. It looks like it's probably a hold.
Yeah, it'll be the first penalty of the
Yeah,
game.
hold
for
on
KP.
King Philip.
Yeah.
Holding.
It's going to set KP
Go
back a little
to
bit more.
To
like they're-
the King Philip 43.
Instead of a first down right there, you got a second down, looks like, and
At about
Round.
16.
yeah. KP probably going to go to the air right here.
Air attack.
Fires. Nice
Good pass.
grab. At the 46-yard line of Walpole.
I don't think he got it, but he definitely got pretty close.
So it'll be a 3rd and about 6.
Griffin McCarthy on the tackle.
3rd and about 5.
Huge play right here for KP. Walpole's got to get them off the field. They have an opportunity right here. Watch out.
Got him. Nope. Oh,
That's a huge play right there for Walpole.
Incomplete, right.
And they do just as
See if
we want. Get them off the field.
4th down. It'll be interesting to see if KP kicks or if they're going to try to go for it.
We'll see. Right now, the offense is staying on the
2:17
field.
left in the half.
Yeah, they might
Let's
be
see.
keeping the offense.
I think they're going to go for
All
it.
right.
Nope, now they're going to switch up.
Yep. Wasn't sure if they were going to maybe try to get Walpole to jump off sides right there,
Right.
especially in this 4th and 5 situation. But they will give it to Walpole, and looks like Dylan Needham is back deep for the Timberwolves.
Zach Gebhard, the quarterback, actually does the punting.
Interesting. Short kick.
Over to Needham.
Nowhere.
Gets about 3. Gets it up to about the 22-yard line, maybe the 23. And that's where Walpole will take over on their own 23.
So Walpole's got a lot of lucky breaks tonight. Only down 7. 2:09 left to go in the second quarter. No.
The
Try to-
18 on the 18-yard line.
Try
Yeah.
to see if they can potentially score in this drive, even a field goal at this point. They just got to do something because KP gets the second half kickoff.
Right.
And if they, take it down the field on their first drive of the second half, Walpole's going to really be in an uphill battle to come back in this game.
Fumble.
Dropped it.
And KP
KP's got it.
recovers.
It's just a mistake.
Fumble recovery by number 4, Keegan Canto Osorio.
Was that Dylan Needham? And that's up to the 50, 40, 30, 24.
Yeah, that's about the last thing you wanted right there. Now
Right.
King Philip has the ball deep in your own end.
Yeah, with 2 minutes to go.
They can easily punch it in again.
Yeah.
I mean, we just talked about, Walpole just got them off the field. It's pretty big, and they end up fumbling it on their first play of their drive. He's got him. Oh, he dropped it.
Incomplete. Through the arms of Liam McGrath.
Incomplete to number 1, Liam McGrath.
Yeah, that's just Butterfingers right there from
Yeah.
Liam McGrath, the KP wide receiver. He would have easily had that first down had he have caught that.
Right.
In the first half.
KP kind of trying to open up the passing game a little bit after really just running the ball for a good portion of this first half.
Right.
If they can pass on you and run on you, it's going to be hard really to stop them,
Yeah.
frankly. Walpole's got to make sure that can't happen. Now they're under center again.
Pitch coming back, cutting back over to the left.
He's gone.
He's going. No, it goes out at the 2-yard line.
Number 4, Keegan Canto Osorio.
At the 1-yard line.
That's good for the Warriors.
And that's just another huge run right there from
Yeah.
Rosario.
Right.
He looked like he was about to get tackled and just went to the left and almost was gone.
Yeah.
Stepped out at the 1.
He tried. He reached out there, but just couldn't get it quite over.
King Philip going to go pretty heavy right here. They're probably going to hand it off to the fullback again. Nope. And no signal yet.
Nope.
Didn't get it.
Still 2nd down and goal.
Walpole signaling they stopped them. It looks like they did.
Keegan Canto Osorio on the carry for King Philip brings up 2nd down.
And they're going hurry up again. He's going to leap,
Dives
and he got
over
it.
and he got it. Yeah.
Number
Keegan.
Pancho Osorio on the carry. That's good for a Warrior touchdown!
Yeah, Rosario just been everywhere tonight on the defensive and offensive side of the ball. Just big plays and getting that touchdown. Walpole now down 2 scores against one of the best teams right now in D3.
Yeah.
And it's going to be an uphill battle, especially with the Warriors getting the second half kickoff.
The boot is up and straight through by Nathan Crowley.
I think at this point in this drive, you just want to hang on to the football. I wouldn't be surprised if Walpole ends up taking a knee. I mean, they just haven't found really anything on offense yet,
Right.
and don't want to hurt it even more, possibly give KP the ball back. I believe the Warriors still have all 3 timeouts, so you can't allow them to get the football back.
Yep.
Now, these Warriors, they play tough, and it definitely shows.
Yeah. Yep.
Walpole's had multiple opportunities to take advantage of mistakes
Yeah, the
that
defense has
the
come
Warriors
up
have
strong
had.
for them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just the offensive side of the ball has been pretty shaky, frankly, so far in this game. Walpole's been really limited, too, in the passing game. No one's really been open. They've tried to do the screens. Only one of them has worked. Kind of similar to what's happened against these 2 teams the last 2 seasons. Really.
Right,
KP dominating time of possession, and Walpole just can't get anything going.
20.
So Needham gets up to about the 25-yard line.
34.
Yeah, just can't turn the football over right here.
Needham on the return for Walpole. Tackled by number 34, Michael Flaherty.
Wouldn't be surprised if Walpole just tries to run it, run out the clock and go into halftime, at least with only a 14-point deficit.
Walpole will take over on the 25.
And they got to change something going into the second half.
109 remaining in the first half.
Pitch left.
was
Oh,
dangerous.
right away as soon as he got hit. That's
Yeah,
Joe
Joe
Carter.
was smothered on that play.
He was nailed. A loss back to about the 14,
And, yeah, looks like
To
KP going
the,
to call timeout.
19
Timeout.
to the 20. A loss of 5 on the play. We have exactly a minute to go in the first half of this game. King Philip on top, 14-0. Oh, pitch to the right side.
Oof.
And it goes
Got
down.
wall up there.
Yes.
That's Carter again.
Tackled by number 28, Talon King.
Pickup of 2.
Third down, Walpole.
And KP going to call another timeout, Rick.
Timeout on field.
So I do think that they're going to end up getting this ball back, which is not what you wanted if
Right.
you're the Timberwolves.
Yeah. Third and about 13 for Walpole. Is to
It's going to try to push it forward.
Carter again, gets up to the 23,
Joe Carter on the carry. Tackled by
24,
number 66,
20,
King.
28.
Fourth down, Walpole.
Looks like KP doesn't have any more timeouts. Clock isn't stopping. So I'm assuming Walpole's just going to let this go to the half.
Yeah, Walpole may not have to run off another play.
Yeah. Thought KP maybe had
It's
one more
15.
timeout, but I guess they used it earlier. So it looks like we'll go to the half. Walpole down 14. Yep.
1 second
Oh, it's
left.
like 1 second still.
Yeah. And Walpole calls timeout with a second to go. They'll probably just take a knee here.
Yeah.
instead of risking the punt.
Yeah, a lot more low scoring for King Philip, especially compared to the last two games that they played against Walpole, but they're still doing the same thing, and the Timberwolves just can't find any openings. I wonder in the second half they'll try to change the game plan just a little bit.
Yeah.
Because right now, looks pretty miserable out there. Now it looks like Walpole's just going to take a knee.
And Pileski takes it and takes the thing that will end the first half here from King Philip Regional, with the Warriors leading your Timberwolves 14-0. Kyle Dawson caught a 4-yard pass from Zach Gerhard. 5:46 into the second quarter for a 7-0 lead. And then Keegan Canto Oscero scored from a yard out at the 10:45 mark. That's where we stand right now. Like Brady said, the Walpole's got to go in, push everything behind us. Okay, listen, we'll just play the second half of this game and see what we can do here.
Yeah. And
all right,
see what they change.
Yep, the two teams taking a break. We'll do the same. We'll be back shortly with second half action.
Welcome back to this gorgeous Friday night here at KP. Walpole down 14-0 coming into the second half, and not a lot of semblance of life here on the offensive side of the ball. Walpole just 2 first downs in this entire game so far. King Philip has just ran all over the Timberwolves on the offensive side of the ball. Rick, what does Walpole have to do in the second half to get anything going on the offensive side of the ball?
You'd like to see them pick up a couple of first downs, start slow, get a couple of first downs. Pileski maybe get a couple of completions under his belt.
Yeah.
And just if they can move the ball, at least to give themselves some kind of a good feeling about the way the offense is going. Defensively, they haven't looked too bad. Like we said, they've forced 2 fumbles, recovered them both, and the defense has really kept them in the game. At this point, they had 2 big stops on 4th down plays for KP. So Walpole, the defense is too good. It's time for the offense. Now, Pileski is only a sophomore. It's his first varsity start, and like we said, he got very little varsity playing time last year. I know he played some for the JV, but it's a big step up from varsity to JV to varsity, and especially when you're going against a team like KP.
Definitely,
KP is just one of the stud teams in the state. I don't care what division they're in; they are just loaded. All the last since Brian Lee came over here, they're just loaded, and they're following his. They've built into his system, and it shows. I mean, 7 Super Bowls in the last 9 years.
It's impressive.
It's unbelievable.
Walpole's going to come back onto the field. Matteo Filippi going to try to get the second half underway momentarily. King Philip still going to their sideline. Got about a minute here until second half action here. Walpole's just got to start slowing it down on offense, just keep it a little bit more simpler than what they've been trying to do, because KP has just been all over them. And it's looking eerily familiar to the last 2 games these teams have played. And I'm sure Walpole doesn't want a repeat just like in 2023 and 2024.
And Matteo Filippi getting ready to kick off for the Timberwolves.
Walpole will go left to right now. KP going to go right to left. Filippi signals, and we're underway here in the second half. KP's going to take it out.
Out the 5, 10, 15, 20.
And going to get a
Big
good
run
gain
back.
right there. Huge run
Still
back.
on
He's
his-
still on his feet, still going. Rumbling over defenders down to around midfield of Walpole. That was a huge return there.
It was.
And KP just keeps starting, keep starting their drive in Walpole territory, and looks like they're going to be set up at around midfield.
They said he went out of bounds about the 49 of King Philip.
Yeah.
48, 47 now.
First and 10 for the Warriors.
48.
Yep. KP hasn't really attempted many passes this game. It's been a lot of running the football, but you know, when they've started opening up the passing game, it's been pretty effective.
Right.
They had like 2 or 3 passes the first couple drives, and they've started opening up their passing game a little bit more in the end of the first half right there. Under center here. Gonna hand it off up the middle, and Rosario is going to gain a couple. Still going,
Still
and now
going.
down.
Gets down
It's like
to
the 48.
48. Pickup of about 5 on that. Be 2nd and 5.
Yeah, Walpole's got to try to find a way to stop Rosario. He's just been all over the place tonight. See if they start game planning around him, because, I mean, he's just the biggest guy out there for KP, despite being pretty small himself. He's
Yeah.
pretty versatile. 2nd down and 5. Gebhard under center. They're going heavy once again. No receivers. Handoff up the middle. Rosario's got a huge gain down the left sideline. He's still going. Down to around. Looks
Still
like
going.
still going. Pushed out of bounds around. Looks like the
25,
25-yard line.
Pickup of 27.
Tackle by number 26, Mason Falcone. That's good for a Warriors.
And KP just continuing what they did in that first half. Just keeps running the football and getting these openings. I said, you know, the defense might start getting tired with, you know, the heavy workload being on the field so much, and we're starting to potentially see that. KP can really break this one open if they score a
Right.
touchdown this drive.
Yeah.
Gebhard under center. In the eye. Man in motion. Gebhard gonna play fake, looking, fires to the right, wide open. He's got his man complete, down to around the 10, and pushed out of bounds. Looks like at around the 5.
Number 10, Zach Gebhardt's pass is complete to number 3, Connor McDonald.
And they are marching.
Yeah. Down to the 5-yard line.
Number 23, Charlie.
It's like they'll spot it at the 4. Charlie Falzone on that tackle. The
Another
Warriors
pretty.
very close to striking yet again.
Yep. So 2 plays they picked up 42 yards, 47 yards.
Gebhard under center. Man in motion yet again. Handoff is going to be up the middle, and they're going to stop him. Good play there by the Walpole defense.
And a
we
flag
got a flag
coming
down
in.
immediately right after that. See who it's on. It's a very late flag. Nate Gonzalez on that tackle for Walpole, but we'll see who it's on. And looks like we've got a holding on the offense, so that'll push them back.
Yeah, it'll push them back.
Mistake there from KP. Looks like Walpole will accept it, so it'll be first down at around, looks like they'll spot at the 14.
14, yeah.
Haven't had a lot of penalties tonight. I
Right.
believe now it might be 3 each for both teams. No, KP had a couple in that first half. Walpole definitely had a couple. They had that face mask, and they had that offsides call. You know, the penalties are just a killer.
They've hurt Walpole tremendously. Yeah.
Definitely a lot more than KP. First down and 10. The 14-yard line now. Be first and goal again. Gebhard under center. Man in motion. Gebhard going to look to throw. Has
Looking.
time. Now going to escape the pocket. Jack English is close to him, and he's just going to throw it away incomplete to the right side of the end zone. It'll bring up a 2nd down and goal from the 14 yet again. Good pressure right there from Jack English right there. KP going to make a couple substitutions right here.
Yeah, I think they may try to push it in here now.
Definitely.
Yeah, they've got Canto Osario back in.
Now Gebhard, not under center, but in the shotgun. We haven't seen a lot of that tonight.
Right.
Couple receivers set. Looks like 2 to his left, 1 to the right. 1 running back, and we got a flag on the field. And we'll see who it's on. Looks Walpole
think
pointing
they've
to
got
the KP side.
I think they've got a player lined up behind the line there. Yeah.
So that'll push him back even more with the 5-yard penalty.
Yep, to the 19 now.
So all of a sudden, a couple plays ago, KP had first and goal at the 4, and now it's second and goal from the 19. They've been really pushed back by penalties right here.
Right.
Walpole just getting a couple lucky breaks, but they got to stop him right here. You figure with this KP offense, you never know when they're going to have a big play.
Yeah. Yep.
Walpole's just got to keep everything in front of them right now. Gebhard and shotgun. And another whistle right here. And a timeout by, looks like Walpole.
Yeah.
So 10:23 left to go in this third quarter. KP has had the ball, obviously, for all this third quarter so far. And look to be in a little bit of a rut here, kind of stuck inside the red zone at the 19. This KP team, they're going to roll over Division III. No matter if they win or lose tonight,
Right.
I mean, this team is loaded.
But unfortunately for Walpole, they're going to be facing teams like this all year.
Exactly.
Because the Bay State Conference has got so many teams that are in higher divisions.
Rosario is going to break away from that tackle. Still on his feet, down to around, looks like inside the 5. And looks like we've got another player down for Walpole. Looks like that is Charlie Falzone down there with the tackle. And Griffin McCarthy a little shaken up. He's going to come out of the game. Looks like he's walking off under his own power. It's good sign to see.
Down for, it's at the 6-yard line. Looks like it's at the 6.
Yep. So good game right there from Rosario. Gain of 13 on that last play. Be a third and goal from the 6. Walpole trying to stop KP. I wouldn't be surprised if the Warriors end up going for this. Definitely 4-down territory. No,
right.
Just try to put Walpole to sleep. Third and goal now. And another whistle. What do we got here? Timeout by KP. And a little bit of a pause right here. Looks like Cole Pileski going to come back into the game for the Timberwolves. I think they only had 10 guys on the field. Third down and goal. Gebhard is in the shotgun. 2 receivers to his left, 1 to his right. Gebhard looking, pressure, fires left, end zone wide open. Rosario, touchdown, King Philip.
Yeah.
And we have a flag right after that. Looks like celebration. Touchdown will stand, and King Philip really pouring it on Walpole right now. So Walpole had the opportunity right there to stop them. They had a second down and goal from the 19, and Rosario really just did it all right there. He had the run on second down and goal, and then he had the catch right there to get in the end zone for his second touchdown of the night. And second passing touchdown for Gebhard as well.
Yeah. And on the kickoff, they'll be pushed back, which will help Walpole.
So a lot of penalties after we said there really weren't a lot in that first half.
Yeah.
Pretty scrappy right here. KP going to attempt the extra point. Snap good, hold good, and the kick is good.
Right through Crowley again.
And so 21-0 the score. King Philip all over Walpole right now. Walpole will get the ball back. 9:34 left to go in the third quarter. See if Walpole can try to get something going on the offensive side of the ball.
Yeah, they'll move them back. They tried to set it up. And no, we're not going to be at the 35. You're going to go all the way back to the 25-yard line. That's a 15-yard penalty for taunting.
Yeah, and the ref threw the flag immediately.
Hopefully this gives Walpole's their first shot into KP territory.
Yeah, they've had 3 plays tonight in KP territory, and that was because of a turnover with the muff punt on the first drive of the game that they really had.
Yep.
Got to get some yardage.
So Brennan and Needham, Brennan Needham back, going back to about the 25-yard line.
See if Walpole can get a big return right here. They just need a big play to really spark up the sideline.
Right.
And he will kick it off. And looks like Dylan Needham going to try to receive the
on
kick.
24.
Needham still going. Needham now into good territory, down to the 40, still stuffed at around the 43, it looks like. So that's the return that Walpole needed, as they're going to start with pretty good field position.
Right. The best starting position of the game so far.
And that's probably the biggest play that Dylan Needham has had tonight. I mean,
Yeah.
KP has done a great job shutting him down. Walpole's gone to multiple running backs. They've gone to Joe Carter. They've had Drew Cantrell. Obviously don't have him anymore. And they've had Dylan Needham a couple of plays. They're trying to see, who can really do it for them on the ground. Looks like Pileski will be under center for the first play on offense for the second half for the Timberwolves. Needham in the backfield. Handoff,
Pitch
pitch
left.
is going to be left to Dylan Needham. He's got a little bit of a hole. Needham still on his feet and down, looks like to around the 48-yard line.
4 on the tackle.
So he'll get a good gain
Pick
of
up
about
a 5. Yeah.
Number 20, Dylan Needham on the carry for Walpole.
See if Walpole can potentially open up the play-action game potentially with that good run. Looks like we have a player down for KP. So we've had a bunch of injuries tonight.
I think it's probably cramps.
Could be.
But although Bailey is still on the bench, that's not a good sign.
No.
Bailey's
And he's
still
one of your
being
bigger
there.
players too. Of
Right.
course, he's your captain, but he's
Yeah.
also a really good offensive lineman and defensive line. He plays both sides of the ball. And this player's still down for KP. Not sure who it is. But again, you just never like to see it. And he got up. Yeah, looks like it probably is just cramps. So 2nd down and 5 for the Timberwolves. 9:08 left to go in the third quarter.
Kyle Danson, the player who was down.
And he's made a play or two for the Warriors tonight, so definitely a little bit of a loss, but probably will come back in the game, assuming it is just cramps. Pileski under center, 2nd down and 5. Handoff is to Needham up the middle. Needham's got a little bit of a hole, and Needham has the first down into KP territory at around the 46 of the Warriors. And finally, Walpole crosses midfield for just the 2nd time tonight. Looks like Mason Falcone going to come into the game.
Needham coming out.
Number 20, Dylan Needham on the carry for Walpole.
Falcone played quite a bit last year at running back as a sophomore. Now he's a junior. So we'll see if he gets some reps here at running back. He is in the backfield. Looks like Blake Pileski is under center. One receiver on both sides of him. Pileski going to hand it off to Mason Falcone, who goes right up the gut. Falcone gets a good gain of around 3 or 4.
To the 42, maybe 42 of KP. Pick up of 4.
This will be 2nd down and 6 for the Timberwolves. Walpole starting to settle it down a little bit here. They've had the good field position, and they're getting positive yardage, which is the most important part right now.
Yeah.
Just moving the ball. 2nd down and 6. Pileski under center yet again. Falcone is the running back again. Pileski, play fake. Pileski to his right, and it is caught
Complete.
and immediately tackled. And it looks like the 41-yard line is going to be
6.
Jack English, the tight end right there. So it'll be 3rd down for the Timberwolves.
To
Just-
the 40.
Just the 3rd completion of the night for Pileski. So they'll give him a gain of about 1 on that play. So it'll be 3rd down and 5. And I would expect Walpole to, if they didn't pick this up, they would probably go for it. It's definitely 4 down territory from here.
Right.
Ball just on in between the 41 and the 40. Pileski's under center. 3rd down and 5. One receiver to either side of him. Pileski going to hand it off to Falcone up the
Big
middle. He has
hole,
the first down to the
Falcone.
left and tackled it around the 36-yard line. So Walpole going with the run there on the 3rd down and 5. And so they keep this drive going.
To the 34-yard line.
2:40 remaining in the third.
So now Walpole starting to find some life on the offensive side of the ball. Pileski's going to line up in the shotgun. He's got Mason Falcone right next to him. Cole Pileski at the bottom of your screen. Man in motion. Pitch is going to be to Cole Brennan, trying to get a little bit of an end around. Brennan's got some room. Brennan's still going. Down and around, looks like
to the 20,
26, it looks like.
28.
28.
Pass is complete to number 2, Cole Brennan.
Good game right there for the Timberwolves.
Number 1, Liam McGrath.
Just taking it one play at a time.
Dylan Quinn.
Be second down and 3. They'll give him 7 on that
Second
play.
down, Walpole.
And it looks like they'll call it the 27. Walpole definitely moving the ball right here. Mason Falcone remains in the game. Cole Pileski at the top of your screen. Brennan at the bottom. And we have a whistle right here. Looks like a timeout by KP.
By KP, yep.
So 5:39 left to go in this third quarter.
The 27th, yep.
Walpole.
Well, this is good. I think this is showing that Walpole is, forgetting about the first half.
Exactly.
Let's just go out. Let's start all over again. Move the ball. Let's get some first downs here. Let's get some time off the clock. And they're doing it. They're looking good.
Well, if they're looking for the win, I don't think they really want to, use much time. But at this point, they kind of have to because, their bread and butter is running the football with whether it be Dylan Needham, Mason Falcone, whoever.
Right. Yep.
Because, Blake, as you said, Blake Pileski's only a sophomore. He's going to be shaky in his first couple starts. Walpole
Right.
hasn't really had a sophomore starting quarterback in a while. Of course, when Noah McKenzie came in, he was a junior. And so he was able to settle in pretty quickly.
Right.
Of course, went on to the Super Bowl
Well,
in his first year as a starter.
Yeah, but Noah also got some reps as a sophomore.
Yeah, exactly.
So that he didn't come in completely fresh
Yeah.
as a junior.
I mean, we're talking about a guy who had one pass all of last year, and it was a touchdown
Right.
against the same King
Yeah.
Phillip team.
Yeah.
Second down and 3, shotgun formation. 2 receivers to the left, none at the bottom. Handoff up the middle, looks like, to Mason Falcone again. He
Falcone.
has the first down at
Down
around
to about the
the
20. Yeah.
So gain of around 7 on that play. Walpole gets another first down, and they are knocking on the door of the red zone. Got a little under 5.5 minutes left to play in the third quarter.
That's a first down.
Walpole, they'll spot it on the 21,
the
so not quite in the
21,
red
yep.
zone. First and 10 for the Timberwolves. Pileski hands it off. Falcone again to the right. Falcone has some
Falcone.
room into a slew of defenders. Looks like
Gets
tackled
down
around
to
the
about
15.
the 15.
So pretty good game right there. Walpole just continuing on the ground.
Another 6. That's 3 straight 6-yard pickups by Falcone. So
Been working for the Timberwolves.
yeah.
Only one pass this whole drive was for 1 yard.
Yeah.
Probably handed off again right here. But watch out for, they with these runs, they could definitely open up the play action game, catch KP napping. So they'll actually give him 7 on that play. So it'll be second and 3 from the KP 14. Now in the red zone are the Timberwolves. Pileski's under center. Needham is now in the backfield. Needham will get the ball and immediately tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of a couple on that play. We'll bring up a third down. Looks like about 5.
Number 20, Dylan Needham on the carry.
Looks like a loss of a yard.
Brings up third down. Walpole.
Yeah, third and 5 looks
Third
like.
and 5, yep.
16 it will be. So Walpole probably going to have to pass the ball right here, especially now with Dylan Needham getting immediately tackled right there. Shotgun formation again for the Timberwolves. Dylan Needham right next to Blake Pileski. Two receivers to his left.
Brendan and Cole Pileski split left.
Yep. Pileski going to look to throw. Has time, avoiding the pressure. Pileski navigating the pocket and goes down. Looks like right around the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
Definitely did not get it. So Walpole has the decision right here. Around 4th and 5. Didn't really pick up much in that play. And looks like the offense seemingly going to stay on the field for the Timberwolves.
On the tackle for King Phillip.
I don't see Filippi out there yet.
Nope.
On the quarterback keeper. Brings up fourth
Yeah, field goal really does you no good in this situation.
Right, right.
See if the Timberwolves can extend the
Fourth and
drive.
about 4.5, 5 to go here.
Plesky in the shotgun. 4 receivers now. 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Needham is the running back. Plesky looking to his left. Plesky avoiding pressure. Now has to escape. Plesky is going to go down way in the backfield, and King Philip will take over.
Back to the 35-yard line.
35, Ryan Greenwood on the sack.
A
And
loss of 20 on that
Plesky
play.
just had to run for his life right there. And-
Yeah,
That's gonna be a turnover on down. King Philip takes over.
the line just couldn't hold it. KP brought everybody, and Plesky had a chance to look up, and all of a sudden there were those green jerseys all over the place there.
Yeah, he was really sandwiched on that play by 2 defenders.
Yeah.
So now
We
KP
have
has it at the
2:55
32.
to go in the third quarter.
Actually call it the 33. Warriors come back onto the field on offense. Under center now. I formation. Hand off to Rosario to the left, and he's not going to gain much on that play. Looks like he just got back to the line of scrimmage.
Robeson from the 6. Yeah, Joe Robeson.
6/20.
Yep.
It's actually going to be Robeson on that play.
6, Joe Robeson on the carry for King Philip. Tackled by number 20.
This will be 2nd down and 8. They gave him 2 on that play.
2nd down. 2:30 remaining in the third.
Gebdad going to come back under center for the Warriors. 2nd down and 8. Gebdad going to keep the ball, looking, fires to his right, and it's going to be complete. Bobbled initially. Tackled out of bounds, looks like
Up
around the
to about
39-yard line.
39, 38.
Jack Gebhardt's pass is complete to number 35, Ryan Greenwood.
And they will not give him the first down. It looked like he was a little bit short.
Brings up 3rd down, King Philip.
A holding on KP. So that'll eliminate that gain.
So another penalty for the
Yeah.
Warriors. It's really keeping them from really, being really aggressive against the Timberwolves right here. They've, of course, had their
Okay.
opportunities.
Right.
I mean,
That's
from what's been happening in this game, you'd think King Philip was up 40-0. Fortunately, it's only 21-0, but they've had mostly control of this whole game.
right.
Walpole's really just been in a stranglehold, really.
Oh, we got 2nd and about 20, it looks like.
Yep. 2nd and 20. Get hard. Looks like it's going to be the shotgun. Now he's going to look to throw to his right. Has time. Going to fire deep and can't find his man. Incomplete. Good coverage right there from the Timberwolves. Looks like Charlie Falzone was back there.
Incomplete. Intended receiver is number 2, Terry Springer.
So it'll be 3rd down and about 20 for the Warriors. Important to note that King Philip has not punted all game. We haven't seen their
Right.
special teams much.
Yep.
Really only on the extra
Oh, no,
points.
they did have a punt because Gebhardt punted.
That's right.
Yeah.
Brings up 3rd down.
But still, just the one punt.
Yeah. 3rd down and 20 for the Warriors. 1:52 left to go in the third quarter. And they just keep running that clock. Gebhard in the shotgun on a 3rd and 20. Gebhard looking to his right. He's actually going to hand it off to Rosario. He has a little bit of a hole trying to get that first down. He can't get that.
Nice play. A tackle from behind by
Keegan Canto-Osorio, tackled by number 26, Mason Falcone.
And it
Falcone.
looks like
Brings up 4th down.
have a whistle right here. Definitely did
And
not
I
get the
think
first down.
we've got another injured Walpole player.
Yeah. Be 4th down and 6 for the Warriors. And looks like they will.
See if they'll
Punt
punt.
it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Gebhardt's back. What's that? He has I think he said 193. Okay,
Gebhardt gonna
Gebhardt
punt it.
back to punt. And we've got Brennan and
like Dylan Needham.
Needham back.
And that's going to be a high arcing punt. Brendan signals
Calls
for
a
the fair catch.
and takes it on the 38.
Looks like it. So Walpole will come back onto the field. 1:08 left to go in the third quarter.
So, so Walpole is good. Now the defense came out. They did. The offense was able to move the ball down. They didn't score, but they were able to move the ball down.
Exactly.
Picked up several first downs. Took time off the clock, and then the defense came in and just did a great job. They gave up the one big play, but then they were able to hold them and force the punt. So,
Exactly.
Walpole is showing that they have not folded yet. They're still in this game.
Yeah, they are definitely still fighting, and at this point, maybe the winner loss doesn't matter, and you just kind of want your players to just get going.
Right.
Shotgun formation for Walpole. Pileski gonna hand it off. Dylan Needham up the middle, and he looks like goes down immediately for a gain of about 1. Tackled it around, looks like the 37. Call it actually the 38.
Number 20, Dylan Needham on the carry.
So they gave him 2 on that play. It'd be 2nd down and 8 for the Timberwolves.
Brings up 2nd down.
Pileski gonna come back to the shotgun. It's got looks like 2 receivers actually out there. Dylan Needham is the running back. Pileski gonna look to throw, has time in the pocket, gonna fire it deep, and he's got his man, Jack
complete.
English down to around the 34-yard line.
36
Huge play for the Timberwolves right there. And the biggest play by far, Blake Pileski has had all night. Great throw right there, down the middle of the field.
That's good for Walpole first down.
Pickup of 25 on that play. 16 seconds going at maybe the last play of the quarter.
Ball actually be spotted on the 36. And looks like Walpole's just going to let the clock run to the end of the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, that will end the 3rd quarter here. But I have to say, I am impressed with the way Walpole has come out this quarter.
Shotgun formation now, first play of the 4th quarter. Pileski gonna pitch it left to Joe Carter, who has a little bit of a hole down the left sideline. Carter still going on his feet and down, tackled out of bounds. Looks like at around the 31.
30, yep.
Solid gain right there.
Tackled by number 50, Griffin McCree.
Pickup of 5 for Carter.
2nd down.
Call it 2nd down and 6 from the 36-yard line. Pileski is under center. Joe Carter is in the backfield. And handoff is, nope, it's going to be a fake. Pileski going to try to run it himself. He's got a little bit of a hole. Pileski down, immediately tackled.
Get to the
does not get the first down.
26 maybe. It's going to be close.
I'm not sure if he got that one.
26.
Clock will continue to roll. We're down to 11.5 minutes left in this game.
So 3rd down and a yard to go.
3rd down and 2. They'll call it actually. Walpole going to go back to the huddle right here. Going to try to pick up the first down. They will most likely go for it if they don't pick it up right here. Walpole is 0 for 1 tonight on 4th down conversions. Pileski in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the left. 1 to the right. Handoff up the middle. Joe Carter not going to get it. He's going to try to reverse field and definitely does not get the first down on that 2nd effort. Tried to squeeze outside but couldn't get it. And so it'll be 4th down for the orange and blue.
Number 3, Joe Carter on the carry for Walpole.
So it looks like back to the 27, loss of a yard.
Brings up 4th down, Walpole.
So 4th and short for the Timberwolves right here. It's like an extra offensive lineman coming in to the game.
That's Kyle Valier.
And Walpole will call a timeout.
With 10:27 left to go in regulation.
They're not going to do that unless
and
they're
about
up
2.
28-0 with like 5 minutes left. 4th down and 2. Pileski and shotgun. Pileski handoff up the middle, and we'll see where they spot it. Walpole signaling first down, but both teams putting the opposite way.
26, Mason Falcone.
Mason Falcone was on the carry, and
Falcone looks like he got to about the 24.
looks like they'll give it to Walpole. So the drive continues
And
for
it's
the
a
Timberwolves.
first down, yeah.
That's good for Walpole, first down.
Mason Falcone has been pretty impactful for the second half. We didn't really see him much in the first half,
Right.
but he's had a couple pretty good runs, and who knows, he could end up being the second running back behind Dylan Needham.
Right.
We mentioned Dylan Needham really has not gotten much playing time in the backfield. It's been
Yeah.
a lot of Mason Falcone. Joe Carter's had a lot of carries. Plesky under center. The pitch
Pitch
will be
left.
to Needham to the left, and he gets walloped immediately behind the line of scrimmage. There's actually Mason
To
Falcone on that play.
20, 30, 28, yeah, 29.
Number 26, Mason Falcone on the carry. Tackled by number 33, Tyler Danson.
Loss of 5.
Down Walpole.
Loss of about 4 they're going to go.
Second down and 14 for the Timberwolves as KP plays Mr. Brightside.
Yep. Yeah, they're definitely keying in on Needham.
Yeah.
Whenever Needham's in the game, they've got 2 or 3 people ready to hit him.
Shotgun formation for the Timberwolves. 2 receivers to the right, none to his left. Plesky gonna drop back. Plesky, lots of pressure. Gonna try to escape, has the opportunity. Plesky
Gets him
down the
running.
field, down to the 10. Plesky still going. Out of bounds at the 8, and
And
a
it's
flag
hit out
right after
flag,
that.
yeah.
Looks like it'll be more yardage for Walpole after the
Yeah.
fact. Great run there by Blake Plesky,
Down to the 10.
showing his mobility.
Pickup of 18 on the play. And they'll get probably half the distance
Yep.
on this one.
Looks like it's pushed out of bounds. Looks like around the 10-yard line. And
It'll go
They'll
down to about
enforce
the
that.
5.
Yep.
Uh,
Remaining in the game. First down, Walpole.
Walpole knocking on the door of the red zone right
on
here.
the 5, yep.
Trying to score for the first time this season would be great to see. No, Blake Plesky's looked a lot better in the second half, Rick.
They have, yeah. He certainly has.
Definitely looks a lot more comfortable back there. He's finding the right reads, and of course, as shown on that run, he knows when it's time to break out of the pocket. First down and goal. Needham right next to Blake Plesky. It's going to be handoff up the middle. Needham gonna try to
6
get into
points.
the end zone,
No,
and it
no,
looks like
it
he's
stopped
just
at
short.
the 1, yeah.
Yeah.
66.
Gain of 4 on that play. Needham was this close to getting
Just
to the
short,
end zone.
yeah. Inches short.
No.
Second down and goal from the 1 now.
Number 20, Dylan Needham on the carry. Tackled by number 66.
Walpole trying to punch it in.
8:38 left in regulation.
Plesky under center. Dylan Needham in the backfield. Cole Brennan at the top of the screen. Plesky hands it off up the middle. Needham cannot get it.
No.
Immediately brought down behind the line of
Lose that,
scrimmage for a
yeah.
loss of a couple. And it's 3rd and goal. Lost about a
Third.
yard on that play,
Yep.
so it'll be 3rd down and goal from the 2.
Tackled by number 22, Dylan Quinn.
4. Keegan on the tackle.
Looks like Rosario had that tackle.
I think he's holding the number
3rd down and goal.
on the sideline.
Plesky under center. Needham in the backfield. Plesky, handoff. Needham trying to get in. He looks to be short. And they stopped him
Stopped
yet
him
again.
at the 1.
Looked like he had maybe gained a yard on that play.
Yeah.
Dylan Needham on the
4th and goal from the 2.
Tackled by number 66, William King.
Offense obviously going to stay out on the field. Walpole trying to still punch it in. They've had their opportunities all night to try to score. This is probably their best opportunity, I'd say.
That's the best. This whole second half has been a much more cohesive
Yeah.
offense.
Plesky under center. Man in motion is Jack English. Plesky, handoff right, and he is going to try to dive, trying to get in there, and no signal just yet,
Nope, they're saying no.
and he didn't get it. And Dylan Needham was just short, and it looks like he's shaken up as well. Looks like that's not Needham, but it's number 75. Drake ran on that play, really shaken up. Yeah, it doesn't look good. It looks like it's ice in the knee, and that's never a good thing to see. Hopefully he'll rejoin the team at some point. First and goal, or first and 10 it looks like, actually.
Yeah, from about the 1.
Yep. Trying to get Walpole to jump, handoff up the middle, and gains a few yards in that play. And at this point, KP is just going to try to run this clock out.
Yeah, what are we, 6:39, 6:38 and counting.
Yep.
Gain of a couple on that play. They'll
Yeah.
spot the ball at the,
Ryan Greenwood on the
looks
carry
like
for King Phillip. Brings up second down.
around the 4, maybe the 3.
3, I think, yeah.
Gave him 2 in that play, so it'll be second down and 8. KP using all the time they want.
Just about 6 minutes remain in the game.
And Gethard coming back to the field. Gethard under center, and we got a flag on the field, looks like. Looks like it's going to be
Penalty on the play, penalty.
against, I believe, King Philip. And yes, it will be. So they'll move him back
half
a
the
little bit more.
distance, yeah.
Yeah.
King Phillip.
So said from the 3, it'll be probably from around the 2. Push him back around a yard. Clock continues to roll down to 5 minutes and 45 seconds left to play in regulation. Under center is Gebhard. Hands it off up the middle, and he's going to break free. There goes Rosario. Past the couple players,
Up to
down to
the
around, looks like the 27.
27 or 28, yeah. Pickup of 26. I
And
think that's going to
Rosario-
put him up over 200 yards.
Yeah, he's
Total offense.
he's been their X factor tonight.
Yeah. Actually,
Clock going to keep going down. Gebhard's in the shotgun. Fresh set of downs for the Warriors. Gebhard signaling, and it's going to be a pitch down the left side. Good amount of room there, and tackled at, looks like,
maybe up to the 27.
yeah, got a couple yards in that play.
If it's at the 27, he'd get basically just to the line of scrimmage.
Number 6, Joe Robinson.
Got around 2 yards in that play, looks like. They'll give him.
Brings up second down.
Just
Oh,
under
legal
5 minutes to
procedure.
play.
Legal procedure on KP.
So erase that.
That'll move that back to the 22.
Be first and 15.
First in and 15.
Yeah, from the 22.
4:50 and counting left in regulation.
And with these penalties, is actually allowing the clock to keep running.
Yeah.
KP really in no urgency to do much on offense right now. And I think they're pretty content with just running this clock down till the end of the game. Down to under 4.5 minutes to play now. It looks like the Warriors are going to end up calling a timeout.
Yeah.
Just using all that clock they want.
Timeout with 4:09 to go in regulation. The second half, they've looked a lot better. And the second half, they've shown that they'll be in a lot of games this
Exactly.
year.
Handoff up the middle. Down to the left now. Still going. And going to get tackled at around in between 33, it looks like. Hard to tell from our vantage point.
33, 34.
Number 6, Joe Robinson on
Looks
the
like
carry.
the 33, 34.
Down.
Pickup of
Yep.
12 on that play.
This will be second down and 3 now after the first and 15 for
Yep.
the Warriors. Clock is stuck on 4 minutes and 1 second left to play in regulation. KP still has much of their starters back still in the game. Shotgun formation for the Warriors. Gebhard man in motion. Gonna hand it off up the middle, and that's gonna be a first down for the Warriors. Down to around, looks like
40, 41 yard line maybe.
Yep. 41 looks like.
42.
Joe Robinson on the carry. That's good throw. Warriors!
41.
Tackle by number 77.
Actually spotted,
42.
in between the 41 and the 42.
Pickup of 8. And another first down.
3 minutes and 45 seconds left to go in regulation. And Rick, I think the fact that KP's keeping their starters in, it actually shows a good amount of respect for Walpole.
Yeah, yeah.
First and 10 under center. Man in motion. Going to be a pitch to the left, and it's going to be a gain of good amount.
To the 48 yard line, I
near
think.
midfield. Gain
Pickup
of
of about
6.
6, yeah.
And we'll approach 3 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter.
Number 6, Joe Robinson on the carry for King Phil. Tackle by number 8, Michael Cesario. Brings up second down, King Philip.
So KP will bring this one into the win column, their first win of the season. They'll go to 1-0. Walpole will drop to 0-1. Walpole plays Foxborough next week. That's going to be a huge matchup.
At Walpole, I think it's a 5:30 start.
6:30 actually.
6:30, okay.
As there's a good play there in the backfield, as a bunch of Walpole defenders brought him down. Looks like it was Charlie
Jack
Falzone.
English was one of the first ones in there.
Number 6, Joe Robinson on the carry for King Phil. Tackle
But
by
yeah, now
number
going
6,
into
Jack
next week,
English.
Foxborough, it's going to be a huge game. Athletic director David St. Martin, he said he wanted to bring back Friday Night Lights, and so it's a 6:30 start for the first time in years for the Timberwolves.
Yeah,
So hopefully, a lot of people will start to show up and start to believe in this team, because what we've seen from them tonight, they seem pretty legit, I'd say.
they're gonna be in a contender.
Definitely in the mix.
Games, yeah.
When we get to postseason time in November and December,
Right.
watch out for Walpole. 3rd down and 4. Gebhard under center. Gebhard handoff to the left. Roberson still going. Roberson doesn't look like he got the first down. Had to
No.
get to the 48.
Yeah, I don't think he even made it to midfield.
No. So Walpole stops them. 90 seconds left to play in this game. Wouldn't be surprised if
Joe Robinson on the carry. Tackle by number
KP
47.
goes for it here.
Oh.
Dylan Needham.
But it looks like they're going to punt it.
King Philip.
So Walpole in their first game of the season, they're going to end up getting shut out. But it's not really a bad shutout. You never really want to get shut out in football, but they were definitely in the game most of the time, and so much so that KP kept their starters in.
Right.
Remember last season, I think the Warriors pulled them at around the start of the fourth quarter.
Yeah. Yeah.
Gebhard's going to punt it. Back deep is Dylan Needham trying to receive it.
Needham
Has
on
it.
the 15.
Now going to go down to the 20. Needham upended it around, looks like the 25-yard line with 37 seconds left.
20 and 50 on the tackle.
As Walpole going to try to take this one to the finish line.
50? Yes.
And we'll look to next week.
Number 20, Dylan Needham on return for Walpole.
23.
See what Walpole tries to do with these last 30 seconds. You can always just chuck it deep. You never know. Not really much to lose in this situation. And lots of-
Falcone comes out.
lots of fans already starting to head towards the exit. Pileski's going to be under center. This could be the final play of the game. Gonna keep it now. Gonna go to his right. Pileski looking down the field. Has nobody open. Incomplete. Looking for Cole Brennan on that play. Couldn't connect with him. And it's second
31
down.
seconds left in regulation.
And number 12, Blake Gillespie, brings up second down, Walpole.
Pileski talking with Coach Sullivan. And they're going to keep him in this whole game. And I think they have a lot of trust in him after what they saw from him in the second half. Much better than what we saw in the first and second quarter. Second down and 10. Plesky under center. Plesky gonna pitch it left.
Pitches left.
And gonna be tackled at around, looks like the
Jeremiah Jean.
25. And they can just take this one down to 000 if they so want to. Jean's first carry of the night. And doesn't look like they're gonna do much more. With 10 seconds down the clock. And they're not gonna run another play. So, 2 seconds left on the clock, and that will be the end of the game. Walpole goes down 21-0. They lose, get shut out in the season opener. But Rick, a lot of good to come out of this first game.
Yeah, Walpole. The first half, KP controlled it much more than they did in the second half. Walpole had the opportunities. They had 2 fumble recoveries that gave them the opportunities. The offense struggled. The offense was sputtering a lot there. But in this second half, the defense did another great job. They only allowed 1 more touchdown in the second half. But offensively, the Patriots. The Timberwolves were able to move the ball and get down, picking up yards. I think Plesky worked on his confidence. He's got to feel a lot better at the end of the game than he did at halftime.
Yep.
I'm concerned about, looks like 2 to 3 players who were starters may have been dinged up a bit, and we'll have to see if they were able to come back next Friday for the game against Foxborough.
And that's going to be a good game, and we'll have it here on Walpole Media at 6:30. Again, Friday Night Lights for the first time in years for the Timberwolves.
All right, we would like to thank you for watching this Walpole Media Corporation broadcast of Walpole High School varsity football action. Once again, your final score from Arnold Mactaz Field in Rentham. The King Philip Warriors 21, your Walpole Timberwolves nothing.